Hello, team. I am Megan Allen,
And I am Taryn Jennings.
and we are coming to you with top 10 new ambassador tips. So, if you just want to follow along on the board, I know it's a little small, but we are going to go through a few tips to help you get started. First of all, we want to welcome you and we want to thank you for giving yourself the chance, for investing in your health and trusting your sponsor. It takes a lot to start something new. So we are just going to dive in, not take too much of your time, and start with number one, your why, and setting goals. So actually, Mom and I were talking, and here is my vision board that I created at the beginning of 2017. My word was I wanted to simplify. I love traveling. My family is very important to me. Eating well. I dream of the day that I become an emerald. And I am huge with motivational type stuff. So I want to inspire people. I want someone to look at me and say, because of you, I didn't give up. That's very touching to me. And then if you know me at all, you know that I'm going to always tell you, be bold. And my husband teases me and says that I use the quote, get comfortable being uncomfortable a lot. And I appreciate that he reminds me of that. So starting with your why. Why did you start Plexus? Why did you give this a chance? I've got a few resources here that I'm going to be referring back to. But the first step to establishing your vision is to develop a strong why. Your why is a motivational statement that is unique to you. It is what inspires you to move your Plexus journey forward. A strong why will keep you focused and guide you to the right activities. And you will hear throughout your journey, your why should make you cry. So if your why doesn't dig down deep and bring up a little emotion, then it's not going to be strong enough to help push you forward, not only with your personal health goals, but your business and your life in general. So you need to dig down deep and really come up with what that why is. And that also aligns with your goals. I don't know if you know this as well, but in my previous life, I was a teacher. So I'm pointing to the whiteboard and it's totally reminding me of that. So so dig down deep. And I just was talking the other day with an ambassador and she was telling me that she was really struggling with coming up with her why. And that kind of makes me evaluate where I've been, where I'm going. And you should always be reevaluating your why.
Okay, on to the belief. The belief is not only for yourself, but you're new. You're new. This is for new ambassadors. And if you don't quite have a belief in the company or your products, even yourself, you need to look at your sponsor and hopefully gain from their expertise or their experiences to help you with your own personal belief. What do you think about the company? How do they deal with different incidences? What do you think about the products? And you're probably going off of what your sponsor has asked you to take. And so the belief is really a big thing, because if you don't believe in yourself that you're going to obtain whatever your goal was for starting, that's your why. But if you don't have a strong enough reason for why you started, and that's your belief, then I really believe that you're not going to be successful. I really believe that you have to believe in yourself, the products, and the company.
I agree, and I'm just going to piggyback on what she's saying, that A, you believe in yourself, B, you believe in the company, and if you don't have enough information, then of course you're not going to have that belief. So, like she's saying, is borrow that belief from your sponsor. Until you have that, there are so many of us that would love to share our belief, where we've been, how we're going to get to where we're going. So,
well, and the next one is about being a product of the product. And Megan, I really think that's super important, because that's just, if you don't know about
Sorry, just a few technical difficulties.
If you don't know about the products, how can you be a product of the product? And I really feel like I am trying really hard to be a product of the product. I have used most of the products. And from personal use and how they've helped me in different ways, I really feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the products. There are some that I haven't ever used, and there's a lot that I've used a lot.
Because you need to try every product, and honestly, there is one that I have yet to try, and it's probably the most important, the breast check kit. Being a woman, that's something that is very, very important. So,
well, and I do want to reiterate that being a product of the product really encourages you to remember what kind of things that you need to do to be successful. So you have to take your weight divided by 2, and you should be striving each day to drink half of your weight in ounces of water. And if you're the one that has a big water bottle, and you know that there's like 30 ounces of water in that, and then you know how much you weigh, then you're like, well, I guess I can fill that up so many times, and then you're going to be successful. Or if you need a reminder, there's plenty of apps out there. And I want you to get to know how the Triplex can help you. And important information is, give these products 90 days. Did you know it takes your body 90 days to regenerate new cells?
So if your sponsor didn't ask you to commit to at least 60 to 90 days, I encourage you after watching this video that you tell yourself, okay, I really need to do that, because like she said, water is a huge factor, but also the regeneration of new cells is important, and that's when you're going to start. If you haven't already noticed something, that's when you're going to start feeling the change of your body, because you're having new things that happen and occur. If you try it for 30 days or you really don't give it that long of a shot, then of course you're not going to notice anything, because it takes everybody a little bit different of a chance. So I said 60 to 90 days. I say the 60 because we have a 60-day money-back guarantee, but the 90 is when the new cells are regenerating.
And there's other things along with that, being a product of the product, that help you to be successful. If you're using these products and you're still having, this is just an example, if you're still having different things that, like a candy bar, or you don't exercise, or you're really just not trying to realize that there's certain things that will help you to be successful, such as, did you know that you need to at least exercise 30 minutes a day, at least 3 to 5 days a week? If you want better results, you better aim for higher. And 30 minutes is only going to maintain the weight that you're at. It's not going to really help you lose weight. Most importantly, not the exercise, but the diet. Your diet needs to be supporting Plexus. Plexus isn't a cure-all, fix-all, and it can be successful for you if you work with it.
And it's learning to listen to your body. As your body is changing, your taste buds are changing. Along with that, your appetite might be suppressed a little bit. So as you're listening to your body, of course it's going to make other changes that are along the weight loss if that's your goal.
Little small funny about me, I joined and Megan said, oh, you're going to want to quit that diet soda. Oh no, Megan, I'm not quitting that diet soda. And long story short, I've quit it. 25 years plus of diet soda drinking. Just do the research on aspartame, false sweeteners. That's something to be really aware of when you're using Plexus products.
Yep. All right, we're going to move on to number 4, daily activity and IPA. So if you are new, you're not familiar with IPA, that means income producing activity. So what are you doing today to eventually bring in that income? That's getting new customers, that's new ambassadors, that's potential people to follow up with. So they have, and I say they, the company as well as some of our diamonds up at the top, have created a 5-3-1 where every day you reach out to 5 new people, you follow up with 3 prospects, and 1 active ambassador and 1 inactive ambassador. Other ideas could include wishing people happy birthday on Facebook, because when you do that, there's an algorithm that once you've posted on their wall or sent them a message, then your information on your feed pops up in their feed. Friending 3 new people from your social circles or finding groups online. So I have a checklist because, like I said, in my previous life, I was a teacher, and I am a checklister. I love to highlight things that I still have left to do, and I like to check that box. So on my list, and I'll actually share a graphic in the comments below, but on my list, I have 10 minutes of daily meditation, prayer, or personal development. Happy birthday. I post in my team that Mom and I run together 3 Facebook posts a day at minimum, and follow up, as well as the friending people like I've talked about. So let's talk about posting on Facebook just a little bit. I know that that's going to come up next. Well, not next, but number 7. But just to share with you, you should be posting 2 to 3 times a day. That's because one post somebody might miss, but the next one will come into their feed based on how many people are commenting or liking. And so you do want to continually be posting to show that you're consistent, so people don't think that you fell off the face of the earth and, oh, it was just a fad and they stopped using Plexus. People are watching you. They want to see you fail, not because they're rude, but because they want to prove that they were right, that network marketing, or this is a pyramid scheme. They don't want to see this be something that is a good thing, because they've heard so many terrible things. All right, number 6, follow up.
Okay, follow up. This is kind of like one of my new favorite things. At convention, we got an app called Lexi. And Lexi is able to do all those things that me, as a yellow personality, struggles with. And I highly recommend it. I kind of just, at convention, how can that help me? Well, come to find out, Lexi helps me a lot. I am so delighted with Lexi. It tells my slim sample people how to use the product, and it's all from what Plexus teaches about the product. So it might be something that I've forgotten that I need to share, but Lexi reminds to share it. And it's so easy to use. Even me, a non-technological person, was able to do it. However, Megan will tell you that I had to message her a couple of times. I had a little bit of trouble with the app, but it was real easy. The answer to it was to delete the app and re-download it, and then all my people showed up again. So Lexi is really pretty easy and friendly to use. You put your people in, and then you go through and you add them to a track. So if you are trying to help them learn about the Slim, then you put them on a Slim track. If you want them to learn about Vital Biome, so you have choices. So it's for potentials, it's for customers, it's for your ambassadors, and it's really a great training tool, as those of you that have already used it will well know that it's really awesome. I recommend, if you don't have yourself on a track, that you contact your sponsor and ask your sponsor about it. That would be awesome. It takes people 4 to 6 exposures to something new. And so Lexi actually can help you with that, because they are constantly sharing and giving the correct videos and the correct training tools that you don't have to have at your fingertips. So,
and I'm just going to pipe in just for a second. So you hear somebody tell you that the new movie that's out is so good. Oh yeah, maybe I'll see it. Then somebody else tells you, oh, I really need to get to see that movie. Maybe it takes you only one more time, but for the average person, it takes 4 to 6 reminders to go see that movie before you do it. So the same thing is in health and wellness. It's with makeup products or the list goes on and on. So just remember, not everybody is going to jump right in at the first time they hear the word plexus. That's okay. And that's why the follow-up that she's talking about is so important.
And you also, along with that, you might want to make sure that you put in a calendar to help you know when you need to follow up with the people, because Lexia actually tells the sponsor, what they need to do. So I really recommend it. It's awesome. Kind of keeps me constantly doing my IPAs.
And going back to that, she bought a journal that she uses that helps keep her on track with her daily IPA. Me personally, I made my own list because that's just the way my brain works, but
I needed help.
It's working really well for her. So you've got to figure out what works best for you, whether it's a calendar on your phone or me. I've got a big bulky planner that I carry with me. So you find what works best for you. All right, so number 7, I already talked a little bit about, but that's the Facebook and social media. So posting 2 to 3 times a day, and she and I actually have different things that we try to post about. But for me, those 2 to 3 times, you want to entertain your audience, you want to educate your audience, and you want to empower them. So you might have seen all the gifts that's going around. People like, and maybe I'm saying that wrong, I don't know. But
I think it sounds right.
I have no idea. But it's entertaining. People like to be able to share who their first crush was, or celebrity crush, or the year that they were born, using that option.
Can I just insert something here about
Please.
Social media? We didn't mention that there are several types of social media that you can use. You can use Snapchat, you can use Twitter, you can use LinkedIn, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, and there's so many different ways. And I actually had one of my people tell me that they actually found out that they wanted to try the product through Instagram. I didn't know that. So the thing is you've got all of these tools readily available. You just need to find out which one works for you.
And I recommend using multiple tools. So I use Instagram as well as Facebook and Instagram Story. I'm terrible with consistency with Snapchat, but there are a few different venues there. With Instagram, you want to be on your game with hashtags, and not just really long hashtags that aren't going to link everybody to it, but simple like health, hashtag wellness, hashtag supplements, hashtag probiotics, because the people on Instagram are looking for something that is specific.
I'm going to show you something really quick. This is really a cool app.
It's called HashMe. Download it. It's free. You put in your topic. So if it's health, they'll generate some hashtags that you can just copy and paste to put in with your post. So the other thing that I'm really working on is storytelling. And not every day does an elaborate story come out of my mouth onto my posts. But we've had some fun with it this weekend. So Kendra Hall, she has shared, she was at Leaders Retreat last October, and then she was also at Plexus Convention this year. And she is incredible. She shares the art of storytelling with us to capture attention and connect the distracted marketplace. So your marketplace are the people that are scrolling through your Facebook posts that most of them don't know they need Plexus, but they come across your story about how you are energized, how you were able to tackle the dishes, the laundry, mopping the floor, whatever it might be, all through one day or all in a small chunk of time. But I love how she encourages us to help people connect to something. I posted a picture about beach towels, and those beach towels came from around the world, Costa Rica, Australia, and Europe. And that sparked, hey Mom, tell me about how your love of traveling came. Now, not every story is going to link back to Plexus, But I very well could have said, I just recently came home from a Maui vacation where I was able to use my Plexus income and time freedom because I don't have a boss that I have to ask for time off. So there's ways that you can incorporate your stories with being able to tell a story. People want to connect with what you're...
want to say something before she goes any further. I've learned that there's something that I need to work on with my posting. And I've been a member since May 2015. And the copy and paste was my go-to routine for posting. And the fact of the matter is that Facebook can even look at those as spam, and they may not show up in your friend's feed. And so that's why where Megan's telling you about storytelling or making a personalized post with you and a picture of a product, those are not going to be seen as spam. And using the right hashtags to help you. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. So you're on number 9, education.
Oh. Okay. Education. This one is something that I also personally am working on. I really think there's some really great YouTube videos that you can learn an awful lot about our products or about people's journeys. And we have fantastic diamond documentaries. I think it's like way cool to learn about our personal diamond upline. And I really think from Jen Hawkins, we've also learned that we really should go into Plexus Journeys. And that's where you can go into the search bar and you can say, I'm interested in finding out about
Crohn's disease.
Crohn's disease. So you can type in Plexus plus Crohn's disease.
And you can read testimonials about people who have suffered from and maybe how Plexus has benefited.
And you really can't post those to your personal walls, but you can share the information.
And just a reminder, that is ambassadors only, so please do not add your customers to that. You can send them through Messenger, but like she said, we don't want to post to our walls.
I really think the next thing is super valuable. You have a back office, and in your back office you have the shareables. And when you actually use the shareables as a post, those link right back to your web page. And you are not going to be having a compliancy issue if you're using shareables. So that's really awesome. You also have the Rank Up Roadmap, and currently we can practice what it is like to go silver. And what we should be doing every month is trying to go silver. And it's really a cool suggestion on how to obtain your silver status. We also have Success on Demand.
You can listen to audio that
There's
has been
audio.
shared. So it's all free because it's through our back office.
And you've got tools there. You want to research the products. You want to know what's in the products. You go into shopping and you click on the label and you can see the ingredients. And you actually can share those with people that might possibly want to know, well, what is in this product that I want to take? So get to know your back office. Look at the shareables. Do your back office training. Help yourself to get hooked up with your pay portal. And those are things that will really help you to be successful.
All right, and number 10 is cards and catalogs. So I have a few things. I have the Plexus Slim brochure that came in the action pack, and I love the information that's in here. It talks about how the pink drink is beneficial. It shows the clinical trial of how that was proven to help lose weight. This is the products, 2017. It goes through the info of each of the products. And if you do not have a business card, I recommend you have one made. You never know who you're going to encounter, and you want to give them something that's tangible in their hand that will remind them to come back and check in with you. But also, it's important to add them as a friend on Facebook and follow up. Oh, it was so great to meet you. I would love to chat with you some more about and talk to them about their life. You're trying to build a connection with them.
These are all found in your back office, in the shopping area.
This is not a catalog.
Whoops, sorry. This is found in the Plexus print. So those are the places you're going to want to find your brochures or your business cards. And I don't know if we really talked about Plexus swag, but take a notice. Megan and I
Twinsies
are wearing our Plexus t-shirts that we got at convention. And if you follow me at all on Facebook, you notice that
we like stickers.
I'm always using my water bottle with a sticker, and I always have my visor on. And I don't know, did we talk about this one, Megan? Events?
Oh, I'm so sorry. We skipped number 8. Number 8, events. So every new ambassador should have at least 2 events. You want to have a live in-person event, and we call those a sip and see or an opportunity event. That gives your friends, your network, an opportunity to come and to learn about the products and to hear your journey face to face. I promise you there's nothing like that face-to-face interaction. A phone call is a close second, and then a text or a message on Messenger is a third. But the live event as well as a Facebook party. So those Facebook launch parties, I've been doing them since the second month I started. I find such value in them because, like I said previously, it takes 4 to 6 exposures to something new before somebody starts or gives it a try. So thanks for catching that. We appreciate you watching.
Thank you for watching.
This is something that we strongly encourage you to share with your new ambassadors. Have a fantastic day.